Hello, I'm Joe McDonald and this is Big Mac's Battlebogs. Game of Drones book edition. So, for those who don't know, a while ago I consulted with a guy called Thomas Van Her of Historic Wings Publishing. He's made a number of wargaming publications before. For the young people in our audience, this is the sort of thing, like this is kind of our board game, you know? Like when you go on those family holidays to the cottage where they don't have internet, it's one of those things. But this sort of thing is also extremely popular and extremely useful for people who are going into the military as a career. Officers from any nation in the world would benefit from reading this. Fortunately, it's not printed in Russian. But yeah, it's available on Amazon. And there is also a boxed set, right? So if you go to, there's unfortunately quite a few things, including a television program that I appeared on Netherlands national television network that decided to call itself Game of Thrones. I probably should have checked what they were going to call the program or mention the game to them, but I never did. So there's that appears in me as well. So the internet might get confusing here is what I'm saying. There's also a few other things. If you just Google Game of Drones, there's a few things. So what you need to do is Google Game of Drones wargaming book, right? And it will come up on Amazon, okay? And there's a Game of Drones wargaming box set, right? Where you get the table and all the pieces. I mean, they do come with this book. The pieces are in here, but you have to start cutting out pieces and laminating it, right? So there is a fancy box set. However, if you do not feel that you can afford the war game, basically, the box set, you know, you can only afford the book. The book is like just under $30, I think, American, and the box set is a little bit more. If you don't feel you can afford the box set, but you'd like to play the game, or perhaps you live in an environment where, like, because this is a game that you play over many days, you know, and you write a story and stuff with it. So it's like a role-playing game, board game, combined thing, you know, really get you inside the head of what it is like to be a frontline small team drone pilot in Ukraine. So yeah, there is a free sort of open source computer game or an open source map where you can use the tiles and stuff and you can play the game online like that. And I'm going to include a link to that, or a link to the channel of the guy who created it. And on his video about it, he tells you how to download it. And there's also a video I'm going to include from a different channel where the guy teaches you how to make the pieces yourself, so you can create your own box set. So while money is being made on this project, my end of it is almost certainly going to go to Ukraine. I have been paid from this project, but so far it's not enough to do anything really cool with, and I want to use this money for you know, I'll buy like a really nice Baba Yaga or something like that, you know, or a really decent car or something, you know. I want to use it for something cool. So I have been paid, but a lot of the money from this is going into Ukraine at the end of the day. But we also haven't made the situation, you know, so ultimately all you need to do to access this game is buy the book. If you want to make your own pieces for the game, you can. If you want to play the game as a computer game, you can. And if you have friends or family who are officers in any like NATO or friendly militaries who speak English, this might be a really good gift for them. Perhaps you work at a school in one of those countries that educates young officers and officer cadets, or NCO cadets, right? This might be a really, really good thing to add to the syllabus, at least as an extracurricular project, perhaps, you know. But yeah, Game of Drones, the book, it exists. So, what's been going on in the world? I was just watching another channel called Task and Purpose, not Task and Purpose, Mandatory Fun Day, and apparently Russia and Iran have just signed an intelligence sharing deal, and it's like, what the fuck's going on? You know, like, I'm not surprised by that in itself, but America, have you not noticed that this, like, the Trump administration is causing a bit of a dramatic shift in your friends? Like, at the moment, America's willing to sign treaties and peace deals, like, is they're suggesting peace deals in Ukraine that would make, you know, would put America in agreement with North Korea, Iran, you know, China, not even China, yeah, it put and Russia, you know, it put America in agreement with countries that it is for a very long time been enemies, or at least rivals with, you know. So what's going on there? You know, I am genuinely. I think we aren't going to lose the war if America cuts off financial and military support. It's going to make things tougher, but Europe is fully aware that this is a fucking problem, and it needs to be won. You know, there's no placating it. So yeah, you know, there's no trusting it either. So I don't think it's gonna matter. But you know, with so much crazy stuff going on, could we be getting to a point where America, as it's administrated now, it could actually become like an enemy of Europe and the free world? I mean, it's, who fucking knows? You know, now, who knows? It's a curse, apparently, according to a Terry Pratchett book I read once, that they said in an ancient Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times, and we certainly do. Anyway, that's about it from me and my snazzy new 34th Marines t-shirt. Got the corpse emblem, oh, the book's fallen down, on the back there, and Misha's picture. Let's prop that back up, that's not allowed to fall. Can go in front of Mr. Bangy, the live anti-tank mine that I keep around just in case we need him. So yeah, it's goodbye from me, Joe McDonald at Big Max Battle Blogs, and as always, to our pro-Russian and Vatnik listeners, Idi Nohoy Zalupa.